Hello and welcome along. Today on the West Coast, we are going to be doing some work with our sheep mainly. So they need cleaning out first, so we're going to clean this up. And then we're going to head up to the main farm and load up some of our harvest from the last couple episodes and go and sell some of that, buy us some more sheep, and and sell that and buy us some more sheep. So without further ado, let's jump in to our TS115 here. And head out. We'll get that lift up. There we go. Right. There we go. Oh, we don't seem to have got all of it. Reverse up and get the rest. Zoom out a little bit for that. Right. There we go. There we are. So that's got our sheep cleaned out. They're barring quite a lot. I think they know they're about to get some company by the looks of things. Right, but now we are sorted here. We will head up to our main farm. So turn that off and we will go and find our lorry here. So our lorry is still down in the wrong place. So we need to drive this back to the main farm quickly. So out of the woodland area because we are... This is out. Yeah, this is the way out. So we'll do this in cab. Although I still would really like a right-hand drive version of this Tatra. Or any lorry in the game, actually. Alright, it's not too far to get back. Otherwise, I would just cut this. But we're gonna be doing a fair amount of driving this episode. So yeah, I'm hoping, because we've had quite a good canola harvest and quite a good sunflower harvest, I'm hoping we're gonna get quite a fair amount of money for these two. If we can kick-start our sheep going, then with any luck, let's get out of the trees. With any luck, we will be able to then kickstart our cows going as well. But we're not generating wool at anywhere near a good speed at the moment. So we do need to get quite a bit of money in. We actually also, as you can probably see, we're in the minus figures on money at the moment. That's because we went overnight and because we haven't sold anything yet. We obviously are in the red. So I'm very eager to get us back in the black fairly quickly. But we should do this. This lorry, or the container that we're going to put on the back of this lorry holds a fair amount. I think it holds about 50,000 litres. So that will, and 50,000 litres if we have it in canola. I think we might have it in canola. We don't think we have it in sunflowers. But combined, we should have over 50,000 litres of either of those two is going to give us a good amount of money and will allow us to increase our number of sheep quite considerably. So that will make me very happy. Right, here we go. Into the yard. There we go. Just check we're clearing stuff right. Yeah, our containers are in this barn here. So we'll put the hook out. So my original plan was to start this episode just filling up. But I then saw that the sheep needed a clean out. So I thought I might as well do that and start up at there. It's not something I've done a lot of recently. Here we go. I do like this IT runner setup. Or this hook lift setup. And this Tatra is a fantastic example of it. It's just really versatile. This is absolutely the right lorry for me to have on this farm. It just fits. It's manoeuvrable enough for the various roads. Right, canola we have only 30. Wow, so we do have 50,000 litres between the two. But not 50,000 litres of either of them. So we'll fill this up. I can't get a... There we go. Trying to get that whole auger in is quite difficult. So we'll fill this up and we will go... While it's filling up, let's go and have a look at the best place for us to sell it. So here we go. Canola. Best place at the moment is Frontier, so we'll mark that on the map. Not the best place to sell sunflowers, though. But it is at a high price at the moment, which is fantastic. Now let's look at where we're flashing on the map. Frontier is right down the bottom. And we kind of... we need to head out. Actually, we can head out this way and then head to the left, I think. There we go. And in doing that, we shall... Yeah, you can see the beacon in the at the end. And I think you do have to be careful of, and something that I have come a cropper on before, is if you don't stay on the roads on this map, the sides can be quite well angled. And in a lorry like this, you can tip over really easily. So in these narrow roads, it can be quite a challenge sometime to make sure that you stay upright. Right, no cars coming. Good. Let's head out onto the main road. So we're heading right to the bottom of the map. You can actually see it flashing on the mini-map. So looking at this, we're 85% at 38,000 litres. So this probably holds about 45-ish thousand litres, this trailer. Which is a good size. I mean, you know, that's about the same amount as the smaller of the standard or the top end large Arctics that you can get in the game. So that's a decent size and really quite a useful setup to work. And of course, it's not articulated, so it's more manoeuvrable on the small roads that you have on this map. So I really love that. I really love how easy that makes some of this. Now, Frontier is not somewhere where I've sold before yet. So we're going to see how to get into here. So it should just be 2 trips. So I'm expecting the 2 trips to sell our sunflowers and our grain, although we're going somewhere different to sell the sunflowers, but to sell our sunflowers and our canola should be okay. It's straight over at this roundabout. Should be sort of half this episode, I think, and then the other half will be us probably doing a couple of trips, I think. Right, if I'm right, we should be in here. Yeah, this is Frontier, and the sell point is the other side of here, so we need to go over the weighbridge. How many tons are we carrying? 25 ton by the look of it. Alright, and we'll tip this out. There we go. So that's a screenshot as well. That would be quite useful. So, £44,000. That's really good. We're going to get a really good price for the sunflower as well. I think those are those are holographic projections. Must be the sell point for the... that's interesting. Must be the sell point for the sugar beet. That's quite cool. We haven't done any sugar beet on here. In fact, we're not doing sugar beet on this map. We're doing potatoes on this one. Because we're doing the sugar beet on Upton at the moment. Because we want to have that for our sugar beet factory. With all the work we're doing on that over there. I might get pigs on Upton at some point, but we'll see how we go. Having pigs in the game is cool, but I find them less profitable. Because you have to reduce the size of your herds to make any money off them. They do breed more than the other animals, but it's, yeah. they're not as renewable a resource. And of course you can't sell them for more than you buy them either. So you have to at least keep your base herd all the time. Is it herd for pigs? I'm guessing it is. I'm guessing it's the same as most farm animals. Alright, up through the town. It's the other thing on this map. Lots and lots of trees. So, driving in this mode, you tend to end up looking through branches a lot of the time. Right, let's get back to the main yard. Which is just... it's not too much further up here. We'll make sure we remain on our side of the road, really. So that isn't our potato field. That is. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing that potato harvest. Question for you guys. Do you want to see that as a standard video? Or would you, which will probably be over a couple of videos. Or would you like to see a time lapse of the potato harvest? Really interested to see what you guys think on that. Are you enjoying the time lapse? Because we've done one on here recently and we've done one on Upton recently. So are you enjoying those? Do you like those? Would you like to see more of them? Right, here we go. There we are. Right, so we have done the canola. We are now doing the sunflowers. All 27,000 litres of them. As I said, we've not got pigs on here at the moment, so we don't need to worry about holding bits like this back. As we normally would. But this, right, so we are heading... oh, soybeans. Soybeans are worth so much money at the moment. But we're heading to Clifftop Farm. That is also down that way. But it's a little further over. So we'll head out this way again, and we'll head down. So we're basically doing a big circle each time. There we go. So it's back down that way, but then it's sort of off to the right. Well, from where we are, off to the right. So it's sort of southwest corner of the map. But it has a really long road down to it that we need to navigate. Oh, come on then, down here. I'm going to drive this outside for a bit, I think. Make it a little bit different to our last drive down here. This does struggle up this road a little bit. So this has got 62% full at 27,000. I think this holds about 47,000 litres, this trailer. I'm not sure why Clifftop Farm is paying so much for sunflowers, but hey ho, if they want to take it off our hands, they are welcome to. Right, I think it's straight over here. I think this takes us down to Clifftop Farm. Again, back onto the narrow roads. Just trying to keep up the speed and yet stay on the road as well. Which can be a little bit of a... oh, especially when it does that. I know it's avoiding the railway line, but wow. That's a proper little chicane at that point. We're going to cross the railway line any moment, because we need to do that, otherwise we can't get down to the farm. There we go. And we're not heading up to the castle, we are heading down this dirt track here, which is towards Clifftop Farm. Yeah, there we go. There's the sign for it. And we can see the beacon in the distance. As one of the exceptional things about this map is how far everything can be. It is incredible the distance that you get to feel on this. And it's partly because the road system is so well constructed. A proper kudos in that a lesser map wouldn't have had the access to Hilltop Farm this way. It would have had a bridge just over the railway line, and it would have come out near Frontier down there. You know, it would have and it would have felt like a lot shorter distance. And it would have been a lot shorter distance as well. Right. We are in the right place. It is open. Good. See, this is the other reason why this lorry is so useful on this map. When you're having to back up to places like this. I'm just going to pop out so that we can clear off that. Okay. Actually, that's a good picture. Right. So we're going to take this lorry now back to the sheep yard. I need to park it somewhere, and I don't want to leave it down here, even though this is our chickens area. But it's one of those things. I don't think you use chickens on this map because they are so far out of the way. I don't think I've ever collected an egg on this map. But yeah, so we will head back to our sheep farm and pick up our other lorry, our animal transport, and head to the shops where we can buy ourselves a whole load of sheep, because we have 87,000 sheep. I think I can't remember whether they're 3,000 or 4,000 each. Basically, we're gonna be able to buy. Well, we could buy 20 sheep, but I don't want to completely do myself out of money. We will, if they're 3,000 each, I will buy 20 sheep, because that will only be 60,000. That will leave us with 27,000, which is a decent amount of money to be left with. That's what I want to leave myself with. It's about 20 to 30,000 pounds. So we will buy as many sheep as allows me to keep that much money. If they're 4,000 each, it's going to be about 15 sheep. But then we're building up our herd. We're building up the number, and of course, the more we can build them up, the quicker we can build them up, the more we can make from the wool, and the quicker we can make it as well. Right, so we are heading this way before that car comes, so that we can head up to our shop. Our barn up this way. Our TW35 has recently ploughed that field. There we go. Oh! I turned too sharply and went through the hedge. Right, there we are. Right, get this up here. And then drive this back to the main farm later. But yeah, very much a driving episode, this. A driving and a chat episode, sort of giving my thoughts on the map and what I'm doing. Right, now I need to be careful where I park this, because there are issues. Right, we'll just park this around the back here. That's a good spot as any. Because if you park it too close to the wool spawning area, it blocks it, even if you're quite a way away. Right, here's our man-animal transport. Oh, we're going to have to take that corner wider. So the thing about driving a lorry. Yeah, there we go. We're out. Right, let's head to the animal market and see how many sheep we can get, A, in this lorry, and B, for the money we have. Because it does cost us about £3,000 a day at the moment, the upkeep on the farm. So we do need to offset that a bit. Don't think the only crop we have at the moment is corn. We do have a field of corn to harvest, So I'll be doing that in a bit. But corn is, well, historically not worth a lot of money. And I'm half tempted to silage it again, seeing as we've not got any pigs. And it's just that little bit at the top of field 10. Right, so we want to cross the railway line. The lights are not on. Good. And then over here. And the animals are through this bit here. Okay. Whoa. Oh wow, that trailer has a this lorry has a reverse camera. That's pretty cool. Might have to put that on other stuff. Okay. Let's open you up. Let's drop down. Right, and we want to buy some sheep. So sheep are 4,000, so we're only going to be able to buy... Well, we can only fit 14 on the trailer. It's 56,000. Which is fine. That's perfect. Leaves us with 31,000. So I could have bought another sheep, but I can only fit 14 in this lorry. So that is going to do us for now. So we'll get these back, and then we'll make sure that they all have enough to eat, is the next thing. There we go. And out. Yeah, if we make sure they all have enough to eat, then that will be good. That will sort us nicely. So that may be what we do next time. We may go and do a bit of mowing to get some fresh grass in. But I think actually they're pretty much all right at the moment. We'll see what effect adding these extra sheep does, because obviously we have a certain amount. I've never looked at that actually, because we have a certain amount of grass in there. I don't know if the amount of grass is actually variable depending on how many sheep you have. Because you always fill it for 6 days, or if you're using seasons, 3 days. But surely the amount of grass you have to put in must change depending on how many sheep you have. We'll find out in a moment. So we have currently... No. That way. So we currently have 2,119 litres of grass. So if we go in here and open this up, how many sheep do we have at the moment? So we have 8 sheep at the moment. So we're almost doubling or tripling the number of sheep we have. So we'll open the trailer. There we go. Unload. Confirm that. Close that back up. Right. I think that's dropped. I think that I think we now have a greater requirement for number of sheep. So, yeah. Or for food for sheep. We're all right as far as water and feed goes at the moment. And we should end up with a faster production of wool now. But yeah, I think that's gonna run out quicker, and that is lower. Right, so there we go. Put this back in this shed. And that is a pretty good place for us to end it. We have got a lot done today. Yeah, they're being mucky again already. But yeah, we've got a lot done today, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to end this episode here. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.